Welcome to Get to Speed with AI. My name is Eli. In today's video, we are going to discuss about AI in general and its status in the market. We are also going to see how AI can be used into your organization and how it can benefit your organization regardless of the size of your organization. So let's start. So the AI is made of deep learning. Deep learning is a small section of AI which is focuses on neural networks, application of neural networks, and this is one of the most prominent field today. And as we will see, it has resolved many of the existing AI applications that we have today. So deep learning is also a subsection of another big section called machine learning. I'm calling this big because most people will confuse machine learning and AI. However, machine learning is only a section of AI that focuses on computer algorithms that improve automatically through experience. There are other algorithms that don't fall into the machine learning categories, such as constraint satisfaction, search algorithms, and many more. Yeah, so how is AI? What is the status of AI into the market? So we can start with this. One of the field that many people know AI about is natural language processing, NLP. And within this field, AI has been used into problems such as answering questions, speech recognition, or maybe chatbots. So you may have talked to a chatbot, and currently there are even very good bots that will trick you to think you're talking to humans. AI into this field has also been used for classifying documents and identifying sentiment from a text. So there are many applications of natural language processing out there. You can feel free to pause and Google a little bit. You will find thousands or millions of articles talking about AI in natural language processing. And Another field where AI has been shining is into the field of computer vision. So into this field, AI has been mostly used for image recognition, image captioning, face recognition, for instance, on our Google apps. AI has been used into this field to recognize traffic, digit recognition, and many more applications that we see today. But also AI is used in the field of medicine. It helps doctors and into decision making. It has been also very helpful recently into analyzing MRI and CT scans and X-ray images, and many more applications into the field of medicine. Also, AI has been widely used into the field of biology and pharmacy. For instance, AI has been helping into finding new drugs. It has also been helping into classifying proteins and cell classification, and many more applications of the field of biology and pharmacy. But probably the most common known application of AI is into the field of recommender systems. So things such as web search, product recommendation. Some companies have been using AI to customize user experience. For instance, like providing home page layout operated by AI. But we've also seen cases where AI is being used for predicting shopping lists and many more other examples. The application of AI is wide. We can't talk everything that AI does, but there are a lot of applications now. We know robotics, we know self-driving cars. We've seen AI being used into financial forecasting, There are lot of application AI. So I'm telling you this to make you a little bit excited about AI. And the good news is AI is for everyone. So the AI is also applicable to your company. You don't have to develop a robot, because AI, it's not just about robot. AI, it's more about data. So you may wonder, so what does AI has to do with data? And what does that has to do with me? So many companies today understand that data isn't just data. It's not, a database. Data is a strategic asset. And companies understand very well that the future of their organization is with the data that they produce. All right. And with that, many companies that have been successful now, if you hear what the CEOs say or what the managers say, everyone will be saying, we've managed to make this gain, this success, because we're making data-driven decisions. All right. So how do you make data-driven decisions? I know each company might be producing data, and regardless of how big or how small the data you produce, your data that your business produce, it hides some information. It has some latent factors that you don't see, but if you exploit them, they will definitely benefit your organization. So knowing your data, for instance, will help you to understand better your customers. All right. And other instances, we've seen businesses that have developed new products by looking into data and understanding what the customer wants. For instance, by looking at the complaints that the customer have made, at looking at purchase pattern, they figured out that they could make other product that people will be interested in. And also analyzing your data. Analyzing data has helped companies to enhance their value proposition. So this is an example I can give. Let's say you are an insurance company and you've been providing, let's say, 3 products, and people have been purchasing those 3 products, those 3 insurance products. And now working with service comparison, you may get some insight into what people say, reviews that people give to the service comparison, and then using the new knowledge that you got from those reviews, you may be able to customize your offer and produce new offers that will fit different clusters of your customer. Another thing with data is that data can help you to avoid being disrupted. For instance, if you look to your data and find out what you're doing which attract your customer, you may be able to optimize into that and make more gain, and even produce personalized experiences with your customer and help you to retain them, which will avoid you from being disrupted by your competitors. And having your data, understanding your data world, can also help you to win competition with by customizing your offer, as I said, and also by coming up with new innovations that will help you to be ahead from your competitors. And with that, AI also can be seen, data can be seen as one of element that can help you to innovate your proposition, your values that you sell. And a small example that I like to use is thinking of Uber. Uber, it's known as a taxi company, but even though it started as a taxi company, it didn't really take much time to Uber to understand that, so we move people from point A to B, and then we take them from point B to A every time. And it turns out that point B, maybe it's a shop center. So why not, instead of always taking people from their home to shopping center and shopping center to their home, what if we offer them to go and pick up the orders for them and deliver? And that's how Uber started doing the delivery system. It's now the delivering business, and now it's among one of the companies that are doing a lot of delivery. So this is an example of how being able to look into your data can help you to innovate in your business and provide even better options. All right, so you may wonder, all right, so how do I get there? How do I start making data-driven decision? How do I understand my customer? How can data help me to avoid disruption and win competitions? So it's all start with asking questions. As a manager, as someone who owns a business, you have to ask questions, and those questions, some will be just easy questions. Start with easy questions, and the easy questions will be something like, how many customer do I have? How many customer am I expecting next week? How much do I make? Or who is the most profitable customer? And many other simple questions that you can look immediately into your data and get the answers. However, thanks to machine learning and AI in general, you can even take this further and start asking even hard questions. For instance, you may say, all right, so I have this information about sales. I have this information about the movement of my customer. So all these are factors that I have with me, but which factors matter for this business? Which matter most? You can also ask questions such as, all right, so I have a lot of information. Which ones should I ignore? And machine learning also will help you to understand, like, how are different factors that you have about your customers, how do they interact each other? And that's a good thing to know, actually, because knowing which factor are the most important and how they affect other factors, that's how you'll be able to customize your value proposition and provide an offer that will be most appealing to your customers. And most importantly, you may ask a question such as, all right, so I know these factors, but how confident am I about this knowledge that I have? So I've just learned something with machine learning, but how confident is it? All right, so that's the kind of question that pushes you to start making data-driven decision. But you don't stop there. You can even go to another level where you will even start asking very hard questions. Things like the cause. So you understand the factors. In the hard questions, we talked about which factors matter, but now you may ask, what caused these factors to be the most matter? Like, why are these the factors that are the most important? All right. So finding the cause, it's also a question that you need to ask yourself. Another way, you would say, all right, so I know all this, how can I improve? And all those, looking at the result that you have with your data, you may be able to find a way of how you can improve. All right. And you may also ask a question such as, what are physical mechanisms that's causing this relationship? This is an example where you have to go to the real world, to the field, and start observing, oh, okay, why do people buy on Wednesday, for instance? Why on Wednesday I make the most of the sale happening on Wednesday? Why? And you may find maybe that's because people are usually paid on Wednesday or Tuesday night. Okay, so finding out, getting this habit of asking your questions to your data, this kind of habit will get you to a point where you will start making data-driven decisions. That's it for this video. In the upcoming videos, we'll start developing our various models by keeping in mind these questions that we've just explored. And I hope by that we'll get to a point where you will be able to make data-driven decisions. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I hope you enjoyed these videos, and I'll see you next time.